the rules, or build up the rules a little bit. So, did print out some extra copies of the rules for the judges. So, this is just a screwball fun panel. I don't know if you're familiar with like the Iron Artist and of course the Iron Chef, but where you're given limitations, which forces you to be more creative by placing limitations. So this started years ago by Fox in the Box, and something we like to kind of continue. So we usually try to tie it into the current year's theme, tie in the guests of honor different ways, and then just let them run with it. So there's not really strict voting rules. It's kind of what goes with us. So that kind of points out the different things. Hey, Smoke, glad you can make it.
Hey, thanks. Hope I'm not too late.
Nope. And hopefully Blind Cody's going to be on his way. Let me see. Hopefully no one will be in the corner, and I will not back up my chair into the corner. Go over to him.
Close enough, yeah. I always call it like it's pronounced at the top of a mountain summit.
Oh, okay.
That'll work. It's close enough.
So these are the rules that the entrants were provided. So like I say, it's a lighthearted, fun writing competition with lighthearted, fun, goofy prizes. But we try to tie in the con theme, the guest of honor. So that's why I was asking you guys for the quotes that they need to tie in. There's a song lyric from Fox and Peppers. Try to get in there too with the camp song. And try to keep it fairly short, fun. I can try to work this a little bit.
Was this performed last year?
Yeah, so it's been pretty much every year for at least 10, 12 years. We might have skipped a year or two.
But I'd say they used the they could cover art from the comic book. I'm curious if you used my art last year. I'm curious what thing they got.
Last year I don't think we involved the cover art.
Okay, I'm just curious.
This year it's just other different random things. So we've got, I think, 3 submissions.
You remember the year I did the hog and we did it
Evil, so evil.
You can't use the letter E.
No letter E were allowed at all. And he actually won still this year. Yeah, I'm a little bit more evil than Jim. When I did that, I went back to
How did you write without the letter E?
It was not terribly easy, but it didn't have to be that long either.
Yeah.
That time it was.
Without the letter E at all?
So how many submissions do we have?
We have 3 at the moment.
Okay. Were we expecting more?
We never know.
All right, are we at the deadline now?
Yes.
And they're all in one page? How many pages are these guys?
It's going to be like a paragraph to page and a half. This one was a little longer, but it's got a lot of short sentences because it was 1,000 words.
Okay, I just want to know what their limitations were in the situation. Okay.
And then we're going to read it aloud.
Yep, so we like to have the authors read it so they've got the installation they had in mind as they're doing it.
So the author will be reading it? Or
yep, so
okay.
Unless they have a problem with reading it, so sometimes people just have stage fright or whatever, or just feel someone else's better voice. But if the authors want to do it, we like to hear it from their voice.
Right.
So, you guys have pens. There's a bunch of pens right there. Look, so you can just kind of take notes. You see the rules, what they're working with, and then kind of whatever criteria for picking first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 27th.
Okay.
And we'll have them leave the room briefly while we discuss and come to a consensus on the voting record. But like I say, it's lighthearted fun, just trying to put writers through the paces, add some creativity, and have fun with the content.
All right.
I'll torment judges.
All right. Huh?
I torment judges.
Yes.
Was there anyone else?
We were just.
Yep, yeah, so yeah, feel free to take chairs.
I was kidding by the way when I said mine was just 700 times the word penis and forcing Jerry to read it. That's not actually. Would have been fun.
We'll have Alexa read it. Yeah, have Alexa voice. That would be funny if these ever either one. But so we'll go through these in the order that I received them. So the first was from Periwinkle.
You can read one.
Is it just you don't have a copy, or do you love my beautiful velvet voice?
Beautiful voice. That just makes me so happy.
Which one is
Do you want it to be read in Drew's voice and not mine?
So that would be, I think it's...
So I'm sorry, so one that starts off, it is amazing, should be the top one.
How about, you want to each of us read a paragraph?
Sure, we could do it.
Yeah,
You
so
wanna
we're
start?
not
Yeah.
killing ourselves
Yeah.
off one person. All right. Okay. I'll start us off here, okay? It is amazing, really, sitting here watching the sunset next to the Caesar Creek Dam, where Thomas and I used to spend our Cub Scout campouts and watching our cub Troy run around with
Can you hear me,
all of his
Yep, good for boardroom.
I never thought that would be
Have fun.
able to find another rare wolf cub
Dang it.
scout troop. I'm sorry, but we're words in out of the habit. When I was in Scouts, my mom had to keep telling me to be careful when we were with others, non-supernatural troops. Now that everyone knows about werewolves, it's a lot easier to find good troops that mix both human and werewolf needs.
So if you can hand me a writing utensil. Yeah, so like I say, it's a fun, lighthearted thing. So at this point, we're just going to read one paragraph at a time for this story. Because the author declined to read it himself. He would like to hear our wonderful voices bring his story to life. So someone just read the first one, or the paragraph of that. So if you'd like to do the second paragraph, you're going to go through start with While I Love.
Well, I love watching my mate and so excitedly interacting with the other parents around and the edge of Caesar Creek Lake. Yeah, I feel sorry for them. I am also a little worried that one of the parents he talks to may fall in due to the fact that he's a 6'2" lanky human with long muscular arms and no spatial awareness whatsoever. He also tends to talk with hands way too much, and like now as he flails his wide arms towards me and also hits an alpha on his long grayish brown muzzle. Remember that time when we went camping 4 feet of snow in northern Michigan in the middle of winter, and with the pack Derek?
Yes, love, I remember. It was the week after we went to New York and saw The Lion King on Broadway, and they had cut it down to 90 minutes, and we had to keep hearing you complain about how you didn't get to hear your favorite songs. You also kept telling everyone that if we repeated the phrase, "I hate white rabbits," it would keep the smoke that kept filling the cabin from that horrendous wood stove away from us. It didn't. And by the end of the night, my ears were almost bleeding from the constant, repetitive, and loud chanting you and the rest of the pack kept doing. I chuckled, walking up behind him to limit his flailing wingspan. I definitely don't want the other alpha to challenge me just because he accidentally lost a fang or two due to Thomas's animated talking. We'll do the next two for your short.
Yeah, it was great. The pack all cuddled up together under those old ratty blankets. Now I'm glad that we can finally teach Troy all the skills we had to use that week while we were waiting for help, he said, nuzzling back into my neck. Me too, babe. I whispered into his ear before giving it a playful nip, which caused him to throw his head back and hit me in the muzzle with a well-placed flare, pushing us backwards. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, he explained, frantically turning around and pecking my wound muzzle as the rest of the parents simultaneously awe and laugh at us. I know, guys, isn't he the cutest? He teases the pups and begins to storm into the cabin from outside. Why are you talking about me, Papa? Troy says, running towards us. I was talking about your dad, pup. He tells Troy he picks up and gets nuzzled by him. The other parents following suite with their own pups. How are you enjoying the camp out?
I did not
It's great, Scoutmaster Allen. It's about to lead us in another troop song, he yells. Hey, into Thomas yells. And talking and flailing just as animated as his papa. I really hit the jackpot with them. I think as I walk up to him and nuzzle in the middle. Hey, Daddy, your beard tickles. He laughs, swinging into the ground and flashes me a smile before chasing after his new friends.
Scoutmaster Allen finally arrives at the door, his wide grin lighting up the night like the roaring campfire. "Come on, you rowdy pups," he says, motioning to the fire lighting up the twilight. "Time for our final song of the night before lights out."
As the pups ran to the fire and quickly sat in front of the stout scoutmaster and waited for him to start singing. "Come, won't you join us? We'll sit down and sing us a song." Can't help but think that with everything that Thomas, our pack, and my family has been through, we have come from all over to show we belong. I have finally found my place in this world. We make up our own songs, we sing to our hearts. And that is the greatest feeling in the world. Even if you aren't one of us, come sing along.
That's very nice. So see, we've got the rules, and so they're supposed to do a little bit of research about the guest of honor, so tying in something about you, so we can discuss good things. Obviously, this was about me. They did a little research to find out, tying a little bit about the state park in Ohio. So that's where the Cedar Creek Dam comes in. But so right now we're just kind of read through, but then we'll kind of discuss and say these are the points that really came out. If we've missed things or you want to kind of point out that this is what I pulled out here and there that you think we might not really be aware of otherwise, to say this is what this is about.
Well, I know that the lyrics are in italics.
Yeah, so I saw it, yeah, bold italics. So, yeah, it was,
That's all.
yeah, it was a very sweet story too. Yeah, it was very nice. But still, Trickster got up and left.
Well, I think she probably will be back.
Yeah. So if you want to jot down some notes, but we'll discuss when the authors are out of the room, so they don't know. I'm sorry, until they come back.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about behind your back for a while. So please vacate the room.
That's okay. Right now? Or later?
No, no, after you
No,
no, after you read them all.
You want to experience the badness of the other stories.
Yeah, so we'll skip Tricksters for now, which was the one that starts off with Scoutmaster Doe, and it's got 2 pages.
Oh, why are we skipping that at this point in time?
What, huh?
Why are we skipping it? Is he coming back to read it?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I just want to know the
we'll give a
context.
chance,
Alright,
and if she wants to read it herself.
Thank you.
So Anima, yours is the Roughing It.
Yep.
Which is also 2 pages. So, I might not have read it. Okay, or she's here. What do you like to read now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so this is one that starts off, no, this is the other one. Here's the one that starts off, Scoutmaster Doe.
Yes. Did
Yep.
someone call my cell phone real quick?
Oh,
Okay. Problem solved. Hold on a second, I'm a little hungry. I'm running to search for the cell phone.
Yeah, I know that sense of panic.
All right. Okay. Scoutmaster Doe gathered every furry around the campfire. Since the purge had officially ended, only 3 campers remained. Alice the rabbit, Roughclaw the samurai, and Mystery, probably a donkey or something, but I can't really tell from the front cover of the comic. I'm still waiting. Doe motioned around her to the high grass situated mere inches from the crackling flames. "And this is the easiest way to start a forest fire," she said. "Any questions?" "Oh, remember going camping in 4 feet of snow in northern Michigan in the middle of winter?" asked Roughclaw. "No," said the scoutmaster. "I meant arson-related questions." Mystery coughed uncontrollably. "Any fur know how to get rid of this smoke?" "If you repeat the phrase, 'I hate white rabbits,' it will keep the smoke away," insisted Roughclaw. "Fine, I get the hint already," said Alice, extinguishing her cigar. "I'll switch to vaping." "It's harder to burn down structures with a vaporizer. Minus 10 points to Gryffindor," said Doe. "My name is Alice," said Alice. "Why are we burning a campfire dangerously close to the grass anyway?" asked Mystery. Again. "Blind Coyote painted the scene." Roughclaw shrugged. "Blind Coyote painted the scene. You can't blame them for not realizing the grass was too high." "But is he legally blind? That name sounds like disability appropriation," said Mystery. "I'm triggered," said Alice. "Minus 10 points to Gryffindor," repeated Doe. "Yeah, I have an idea," said Roughclaw. "Let's extinguish this fire so we don't all burn to death in the woods." Minus 20 points to Ravenclaw, said Doe. Close enough, said Roughclaw. Burning down Sharon Woods Metro Park would ensure no more AnthrOhio picnics. That's how all this madness got started, the Scoutmaster pointed out. It's a public service. I don't want to burn to death, said Alice. We all die alone and afraid, Gryffindor, said Mystery. But she has a point. All right, then how are we going to sing campfire songs without a campfire, asked Doe. We could sing them indoors. There's a cabin right over there, Mystery said, pointing to the cabin in the back of the condo. A cabin? There's a cabin? Why, the words censored by AnthrOhio staff. Are we out here in the middle of nature if there's a cabin, asked Alice. The four furries extinguished the fire and went indoors, where things are much nicer than outdoors, because camping is dumb. Just so you all know, I'm only okay with this because the lamp in here is kerosene, said Scoutmaster Doe. Okay, let's sing the traditional Camp AnthrOhio sing song, said Roughclaw. I've been looking forward to this all purge. Come, won't you join us? We'll sit down and sing us a song, sang Doe. She was doing the butt. Hey, sang Roughclaw. Pretty, pretty, sang Alice. When you get that notion, put your backfield in motion. Hey, sang Mystery. Doing the butt. Hey, sang Roughclaw. Sexy, sexy, sang Alice. Ain't nothing wrong, sang Doe. If you want to do the butt, sang Mystery. All night long, they all sang. Alice cleared her throat. Copyright EMI recognition. All rights reserved, said Roughclaw. What fun, said Doe. Then she glared at Roughclaw. Almost as much fun as burning down the park would have been. Why didn't you just do that during the purge, asked Alice. This story is exactly 777 words long with only 4 characters, yet it's still filled with plot holes, complained Roughclaw.
I don't have anything on my
Mystery
schedule
giggled.
until 3, I think.
Secret pony joke. Suddenly, there came a scraping sound from one of the cabin windows. Who's that? Said Alice, scrambling backwards toward the bunk beds. It doesn't matter, the purge is over, said Mystery. What if they forgot to do the time change, asked Roughclaw. I'm just going to assume that isn't an actual plot point from one of the terrible purge movies because I've never bothered to watch it. Or what if it's Arthritia, asked Doe. Mystery groaned. Please tell me that wasn't a Rick and Morty reference. She was kind of hot though, said Alice. Roughclaw stood up. I'll go check it out. He walked outside and shut the cabin door. Sounds of violent combat filled the air. The Scoutmaster seemed surprised. I guess Roughclaw's a decent fighter. I know a guy named Samo Lion, or wait a minute, say it again. Samet? There we go.
Yes, call it up, dude. Come on over, go. You're
It's
fired.
never gonna happen. I know a guy named Samet Lion, said Mystery. He's more of a shadow boxer though. Roughclaw came back into the tent covered in blood. False alarm, it was just the undead. Ooh, said Doe. I'd hug you, Ravenclaw, but in order to become a Scoutmaster, you have to sign forms promising I would. So plus 50 points. That'll have to do, said Roughclaw. Always end up a strong
There's the
judge.
advantage of I don't have to drag my tail around. That's a disadvantage that my ears, I'm picking, like I like them to be
Again, we
skinny up here.
discussed it for also the recording neighborhood present. So she had Sharon Woods. That is how the heritage of this convention began. Was a bunch of local furs in town met at Metro Park at Sharon Woods, and we saw our annual picnic there as well. So it was awesome. So after the picnic, we had some people there. So we're going to turn this into a convention. That's where all the original leadership kind of came together. A lot of good stuff.
Are you covered in mites yet?
Not yet. So we gave the author a chance to point out things that we might overlook otherwise when we go into our discussions. So, sorry, voices in the head. So if there's any points that you think that we might overlook if you don't bring them to our attention, but like I say, I think there's a lot in here to have fun. Thanks a lot. Anima, yours is the one that has Roughing It, and Atrocity by Anima. Expect nothing less.
Deep in the heart of Ohio, a campfire burned, illuminating 3 pairs of large liquid eyes. Seth, Mary, and Bolivar sat and roasted marshmallows over the coals ringing their fire. Bolivar coughed as the smoke from the fire drifted his way, and he tried to duck around the stream of lung-itching darkness. Mary chuckled. If you repeat the phrase, I hate white rabbits, it'll keep the smoke away, you know. I hate goofy-ass does, Bolivar coughed. Seth tapped his stick on his knee. Remember going camping in 4 feet of snow in northern Michigan in the middle of winter? Both other deer answered with a half-second delay between them. We never did that. Just making sure you guys weren't replaced with narcs. Do you guys remember when we used to do this in junior foragers? Seth asked, flicking his stick to send a glob of molten marshmallow sailing into the ashes. He impaled a new marshmallow on a stick and began to roast it. Yeah, we sang so many songs. How did What's-Her-Name start? Bolivar reached up to scratch between his antlers. The 2 bucks would shed them soon. Mary began to sing, off-key but lilting pleasantly. Come, won't you join us? We'll sit down and sing us a song. Seth broke in. Something, something dumbass forgot to clean his bong. Mary rolled her eyes, but Bolivar took it up, waving his flaming marshmallow stick like a conductor's baton. You can tell us that it's illegal, you can tell us that it's wrong. Seth finished up with a flourish before driving his stick into the fire with a spray of sparks. I'd use sign language to answer you, but I'd have to use my dong. Mary snorted and Bolivar bleated with laughter. Seth shushed Bolivar, waving his hands wildly. Come on, man, keep it down. Bolivar groaned, stretching. Who's gonna hear us out here? That's why we picked this spot. Seth glanced around and hissed, Indians! Mary dusted a sigh. Indians? Bolivar said, pronouncing each syllable separately as if tasting the word. Huh? It's history, man. There was some battle here or something. There are Indian ghosts here. Buck Creek, Google it. Seth moved his thumbs in texting motions. No signal. Bolivar waved his hand. Mary peered back over her shoulder. I'm less worried about Indians and more worried about police! Hands up! A duo of gun-toting canines rushed into the campsite, teeth bared. The three deer froze, eyes shining with firelight and the glare from a police flashlight. Check the tent, Sam, one cop muttered to the other. Sam circled the stunned deer and stuck his head into the tent. Meth lab. A really sad meth lab. I think they're trying to use NyQuil. Seth groaned. A blind coyote could have heard these guys coming. What's wrong with you two? Mary and Bolivar flung flaming marshmallows at Seth, which worked a bit like sugary napalm. The end.
Are there any points that you'd like to, or things you got in there that you'd like to point out or mention?
I love to steal the phrase sugary napalm.
Yeah, like I said, that's very true. Yeah.
Sugary napalm. Sugary.
So if the three others wouldn't mind, I don't know if you want all the other others, do you want to confer in private where it's only the judges conferring, or are you okay with an audience as we confer, or? Yep.
I prefer us and the authors and the audience step out.
Yep.
So that way we can
I'll
talk behind
that up too while we confer. So we'll ask the everyone who's not a judge to turn off and leave the room. We'll confer, and that shouldn't take us overly long.
Oh,
Just
turn
that off, just so they don't hear what's going on. And then we'll turn it back on so they hear everything else. Judging in secret. Thank you.
We're going to start with the runner-up.
You're going back, right? Because I'm not going back. But you're going back.
I'll go back.
We ended up in a room that is starting a panel, but we were the only people there. So she started like talking, and then we're like, we have to go.
All right. Well, we'll try to make this swift so we can throw it into the panel. Do you know what the panel's about, by any chance?
Blindness.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
Okay.
Oh, it's probably Snowflake.
okay. Well, so the
Did you know that?
Yeah. Okay.
no, that's a valid question. But so our three judges had come to a conclusion. I was kind of a moderator since I got the history and some of the knowledge too with AnthrOhio and where some of the heritage and parks and localities. But so after the discussion, so for third place is Perry Wrinkle. Had a lot of fun with that. Part of it was like the idea with the kind of supernatural facts and things, but it kind of lost the focus a little bit and then got kind of tied back in. You guys, things like about the Caesar Creek, pulled out about the Lion King, which someone here seems to have an affinity towards. Not sure who that was, but yeah.
Weird.
So yeah. Summit really does enjoy that quite a bit. Do you guys have other comments you'd like to?
I'll say that there's some good descriptive action, and that the one thing you might want to consider is looking at the point of view and trying to be more consistent with who's actually the point of view.
The ending song was very nice and sweet too, and I like that too. The camaraderie, even if you aren't one of us, come sing along. I like that welcome fest, and that's what that's been about in the picture. So I really like that too. That was really neat. So moving on, so that's third place. Second place is Trickster with the Scoutmaster Doe. Again, and she's part of the original heritage of what led to AnthrOhio, and was there at that first picnic and everything else, and every step along the way. Yeah, a lot of heartfelt aspect of that. Comments you guys want to make with that one?
A very lot of fourth wall breaks. It felt very Deadpool-like. Just give it a little breather between each one, because every other one was like a reference to a fire down the range. Like, I just need a breather between all of them before I get to the next joke.
Yeah, pretty much, it's same. I love that sense of humor, though. And very quick fire, and I love how you, refer back to, the comic book cover, and...
That was a fun device to
yeah.
use, yeah.
It's very unique, it stood out, quite well. Very nicely done.
Yeah, that part I thought was really creative. It reminded me of, like in movies when they turn and talk directly to the camera, and then it goes back to the movie. That was really cool.
With fun puns and little twists of the brain that, yes, Trickster is well known for. There's plenty of those in here as well. So in first place, wonder who it could be. But so that was Anima with Roughing It.
I thought it was a great execution. I loved it, because I didn't know where it was going. I was like, okay, were these areas in the woods being goofball? What's going on? And then it led to the ultimate punchline. I'm like, okay, that was pretty darn good.
Yeah, it was a great imagery, and I think a lot of us had that experience with the napalm launch marshmallow. That is.
Yep.
I'm glad you said that, not meth lab in a tab.
No, yes, yeah, we've all had experience in our hotel rooms at
Yeah.
Coffee maker and...
Yep.
We do want to invite us back here.
Yeah. And it said it's very my Python, and so
It leaded up to an ultimate punchline. It's like, it kind of runs through the stories that my friend would tell when something bad happens. Like, okay, we're going to tell this story about this guy. You shut up right now. We're going to tell this story. So, there, congratulations.
And TJ gave me a couple positive critiques on how to write some of the rules for this. So I do appreciate that kind of thing. We want this to be a panel that writers enjoy doing and that they can work with.
I think it's difficult not to write towards comedy, and we have to shoehorn in phrases that are comedy.
I felt like some of the phrases we came up were kind of difficult to throw in there.
Yeah.
And I think it might it's option, provided as an option to utilize. Or if you want to take it Frankenstein to something else, don't take it verbatim.
Yeah.
That's why I say allow them some leeway.
So try to you need to spell that out a little more. But yeah, any kind of things that we can improve in also future panels that just bring out writing skills, puppetry, just a full wealth of what is the creativity of this wonderful fandom. We really do appreciate input. And then also, if you guys are willing to step up and lead those, that definitely gets it on the list. Otherwise, sometimes it's hard for us to find the right people. But we do want to support the full wealth of what this fandom entails. I do have prizes. So if the first prize winner would like to come to the secret bag so others cannot see and have first choice of 2 items under the special mystery bags, you get the first choice.
And it's not a separate human head this time, right? Okay, right. So you're going to be disappointed.
The fact that you emphasize human there is the part that concerns me.
So you
You're
have
bending over in the box.
these wondrous
All right, I didn't blend this
choices here. Of,
None of that dairy...
Is there sugar?
and there's a few of these.
No, we're reading.
So what would you?
No, Schrodinger's cat.
No, we're not
So
reading.
any 2, I know it's going to be hard to limit yourself to just 2 of those items.
You won the marble of the oatmeal. You get the drink from the fire hose.
This is really tough, guys.
Aren't you glad you had first choice for the grand prize winner? Okay, so you can share your prizes to the group if you desire, or do you want it to be a surprise for all? Do you want me to put that away in here, and number 2 gets to choose from what's left out there?
That sounds good. Yeah, it's so sticky.
So
Jerry Naples.
Trickster number 2, would you like to come and select 2 from the remaining wondrous
We want to
prizes
see what
that
we
we have
want,
here?
though.
Oh, you'll see.
What is it? Oh, it's.
So, yeah. So pick 2 of these wondrous high-quality
I
prizes
think
for this.
I'll just take one. I think I'll take. I'm going to take something that I can put in the our annual white elephant exchange. So I think I'll go with. I think the Tang.
Yep. For each one of you guys can have one of these 2, so you can take that too, because there were 3 of those. So.
No, that's fine.
Oh, it's my turn to look
So
around?
yes, you can, and then we can reveal to everyone what these wonderful prize options were, or I guess you can at this point. Now this you can reveal from your own bag what your grand prize is.
I get the bonus bag.
So our beautiful, wondrous prizes here can have 2.
Ultimate leave.
You know that
Because I'm going to eat this on
this
the way
was
home.
very useful
Thank
camping
you. Yay.
because the real thing
No one took
was
the
there was
thing.
nothing that destroyed the fire
Yeah,
better
there
than
are 3
that.
of these, and then
Really?
If the
Tim
fire
puts
was
this more
low
cereal
with a bit of
and-
time, it would
Well, congratulations, you guys.
Yeah, thanks so much for participating. Yes.
I'm just gonna say thanks, because I'm an outsider, and thanks for letting me listen in and unexpectedly judge. I'm also just starting to dip my pen into the whole writing thing too, and I totally appreciate you guys doing this and knowing how scary it is.
You're an outsider.
Yep,
Yeah.
so again, we're going this is one of our charity representatives from Last Chance Corral. They're here in Athens, Ohio. They help save 150 to 200 horses a year.
Foals.
Foals,
Nurse
yeah,
mare foals
which is
that are born to die.
Actually
They're basically
amazing.
thrown away.
Yeah.
And we also rescue adult horses that are donated to us that we use for various reasons.
So we've got 3 boxes going around. Whichever box with the name has the most money will get to eat the mega sauce at closing ceremony. So you want Ed to do something fun. You don't want Drew to do something nasty. And then also one of the cool things is it's got that many horses. They need a lot of names. You don't want a nameless horse because that'd be a sad thing to have a nameless horse.
Okay.
So if you donate $20 at their table, which is at Foyer 2, you can provide them with the name, and they will send you a photo of the horse that was named for you.
Is there a place to donate online that there's a link to?
You can donate online. The full naming is just for this conference.
Right.
But yes, there's a PayPal link or something for the website. And we do take items as well. I mean, there's a wish list in there. Yeah. If you know horse people and they want to donate used tack, we are putting together a used tack store actually down in Athens.
When you said horse people, I was thinking of something completely different. But some of them have tack as well.
Yes.
If they need tack, we've got used tack.
All right, I'll catch you guys later. I'm gonna big
Thanks
back
for
at the
coming.
table.
Yep.
One of the
But yeah,
things
we'll be doing this all the way through closing ceremonies, so 6 o'clock closing.
One of the things I think would be interesting going
Yes.
forward is maybe give for prizes, read-throughs, like for people who actually write and produce it, beta read of X amount of words as part of the prizes. So it'd be interesting to have someone who's a writer in the family.
Yeah, so, if you don't mind, because I was my head as much and my notes tend to get all scrambled up, Chief, it's the same one that was on the directions, chief@AnthrOhio.org. That way I cannot forget this stuff and we can follow up. But yeah, I really appreciate all the input. We really are looking at fleshing out, because this is such an incredible fandom with such a wide range of talents that don't always get the spotlight they deserve. And so we're looking at creative ways to actually help support that as fully as we can.
Can I have a copy of my
Yes.
Jerome, maybe it would be a great idea to put the winner of this year in the next year's.
Yeah, so we're trying to looking to having them on the website in the con book, things like that. So, all right.
And you must cringing as I say that. It's so fun.
It's just now, the word dong is going to be in the con book again, and well, whatever.
We can add the censored by AnthrOhio staff. Steal that from tricksters.
This word's been censored. This word was censored.
Just put a little cat picture in there.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Glad you guys
Put
joined it.
a little ball like this, on each of the censored words.
Well, thank you. This was fun. I'm disappointed to win again.
That's just fucking